Čaute, to som ja Tonko Bonbadér, vítam vás u ďalšieho dielu z Hogwarts Legacy. A proste čo robíme, pôjdeme. Ja som myslel, že budeme mať ovládanie, ale ne. Nevadí. Dobre, začni.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
A pôjdeme proste za toto.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
Oh.
Portrait of Barufio.
No.
You've just unlocked a field guide challenge. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or X level 1. This is your wizarding level. Your field guide tracks your current challenges. Overall progress. 1%. Field guide pages. 1%. Discover field guide pages. 1%. Rewards must be clicked.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
A ideme proste dál. A ide sa.
No time to waste. Your classes to attend.
Rovno za pani Weasleyovou. Ide sa, až kým budeme mať tých 20 minút a to pôjdeme za ňou.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up to find Central Hall.
You've discovered a Blue Flames fast travel point. You can open map, Blue Flames locations. L2 button, R2 button. Zoom. Select the south wing. The south wing of Hogwarts. In this view, you can see the Blue Flames available at the right side of the map. Select the library annex region to continue. The library annex. The annex of the library. Cross button. Select.
Tu vidíte fanfarpálové ihrisko, škoda, že tu v tejto Hogwarts Legacy není fanfarpál. To by bolo pekné, keby tu bol v tom 19. storočí, ten fanfarpál musel vyzerať pekne. Ešte lepšie.
The library annex. The annex of the library. Cross button. Select.
Viem. A tu je proste ďalší letax.
Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall Blue Flames for you. Use right stick left and right to rotate the library. The divination classroom. Central Hall.
Rovno využijeme ten letax. A skočíme tam.
And here we are. Quite the time saver.
Vy ste
lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
I adore the hustle and bustle of Central Hall.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor. Can you tell what's Hogsmeade? Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided...
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Magic?
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
I'm going to have my own telescope one day.
No, że z Figiem sobie mam pokazać reszcie.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about...
It was nothing, sir. I hope I didn't say too much. It was nothing, sir.
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of
Professor
guides,
Fig.
and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle proof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
You can track available quests from the map. Map. Flu Flames locations. Collection chests. 0 out of 35. Field defense against cross button.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
A radšej som nekecal vám do toho videjka, aby ste mali...
Cast Charmed Compass triangle button. The Charmed Compass will lead you to anything you're tracking. The Charmed Compass triangle button will lead you to anything you're tracking.
A to je tá flašťovka. Pošli ešte ju. Taďal. OK. Bežíme za ňou. V tej flašťovke sa povie. No, keď sme si leták zdaši. A tu ešte nejaký leták som si všimol, vidím, nové. Hop. Ty vole, to bradavice vypadajú pekné, lebo ne. Této schody vidím, že tu sa bude učiť toto. Černej magie. Obrana proti černej magie, tak. Sebastian!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a
Jego prekvapiła, to było dobre.
Master Pruitt, no? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of
Levioso.
simplicity.
Levioso.
Especially in the heat of battle.
Ja lubię, ona to ma lepsze.
Let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Nechápem, prečo sa to učí.
Steady your wand with left stick and guide it along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Nechápem, prečo to Leviosa je takto. Leviosa. Angličania. Hop! A máme Leviosa!
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Teraz ideme proti. Ten sa tam držal! To bolo dobré, ako si to strkla. No ideme.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Perform a basic cast using L2.
Pam, 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 pam.
Deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Break through yellow shields with control spells like the levitation spell, Levioso.
So artfully helped me demonstrate earlier.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Well,
Teraz cię nałożył, pani Dulaku.
very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll
No teraz proti sebe.
Duelist, take your marks.
Sorry for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now,
Sebastian,
I
lubisz, jak
want
ci
a
naroczy.
fair duel. Using
Dźwigiem cię, a potem...
Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Jeszcze Protego sa nauczymy. Tomu.
This should be easy. Levioso. This can't
Oh,
be
it's
the
easy.
first duel. Let's just
Ovo
say-
se easy. Lež. Lahni. Hovorím, že lahni. Hovorím, že lahni.
Protego. Complicates things. Levioso.
Hovorím, že lahni. Lahni a zostaň tam. Ležať dole. Slizoline. 14 minút.
Not bad for a beginner.
You give as good as you get.
Myslel si, že som z nej klasy jak ty, že budem dobrý?
I put you on the spot and you go to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Pár ľudí som zdvihol.
Glad
Len
to have the
som a
opportunity to
pum
practice.
a bolo.
If what I've seen today is
To bude
any
dobrá
indication,
kombinácia ešte, keď
we
budeme mať iné
expect
kúzla.
great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow may have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Tak to.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've had my share of wand con.
I've duelled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing. Sounds suspicious.
Unsanctioned? I don't know.
Ta
School rules are in
profesorka
place for a
tam
reason.
Yes,
hľadám
to keep
aukov, alebo čo
students
tam
in the
hľadám.
dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
Sebastiane, môžeš sa kecať. Si ukecanejší jak ja.
Till next time.
Tento Sebastian bude v príbehu trochu viacej zohrievať rolu v príbehu. A to je Letax.
Map. Flute the astronomy wing. The wing of Hogwarts comprising the astronomy tower, the highest spire in Hogwarts, the defense against the dark arts tower and the trap.
Bežíme z dole. Ja som nevidel, kam letia tá vlašťovka. Tak ja. Aleško. Tam budeme asi oda. Neviem, či je počuť tú hudbu, ale radšej som dal trochu tišie. Neviem, či tá... To som nechcel. To som nechcel urobiť, že... Až kam hore? Rovno na strechu. Jak te knihy letajú nad ňou? A tu sa naučíme nejaké nové kúzlo, vole. Čož asi.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
Oni.
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the 7 months must have really
Jak
been
mu
a
čo majú
total
zomnú
By the looks of it,
tú knihu,
you
to bolo
spent
dobré.
your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Vyberá nás. Stoplo. A jo.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Steady your wand with left
Akio
stick
sa
and
je
guide it
naučiť.
along the symbol's path to learn the spell. Press the corresponding input when prompted to accelerate your wand's motion along the symbol's path.
Ešte raz. Akio. To bude dobré. Dám. Levioso Akio. To bude dobré, ak mu vytáhneme prútik z ruky.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
22 minút.
Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and
Dodržujte pekný režim, aj teraz, keď sú už horúčaví.
we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
No, že ideme toto.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with
Ja
mastery,
druhý.
as I'm sure the
To má
great
pekný
players
púšťak, kedy
amongst us would
taký
agree.
pokrivený.
So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Toto kúzo by bolo dobre sa naučiť.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Ja? A ešte na to si ideš skúšať.
The summoning charm, Accio, pulls a target closer to the caster. Hold L2 button and press the assigned button to cast Accio and pull a target closer. Release L2 button to cease casting the spell.
That's it! Very good.
Pusto!
To the best of us. Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Jak toto?
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Poď.
Lisa.
10, 20, 30.
Very good.
30.
Akio,
Poď. Pusť.
stay focused.
Let us see
0.
this.
Poď, ťahaj. Ne. 60. Má. Akio. A pusť. Poď, 50. Tak. Ešte 2,50, ešte jednu 50 a mám 100. Prosím, nech to padne. Prosím, nech to padne. Ne, 60. 50, 110.
Akio,
Ťuk. Ja som to pustil, nepadaj. Som mohol takto približiť si to.
let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
No, už aj druhé kolo ešte.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
To som zvedavý.
I'll say.
Enough
Poď tam.
chatter. Focus now.
Tatíš sa.
You will need it.
Tatíš. Poď.
This round settles it all.
Poď.
Watch this.
A to mu dám 40.
There we go.
Akio,
Pusť.
don't lose your composure.
Let us see this. Phew.
Excellent control there.
Lisa.
Pri druhé kolo som si neprehral.
Akio,
Keep trying.
30, 130.
very good, both of you. Well done.
Koľko máme? 28 minút.
Gather your things on the way up.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Akio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand. I'm holding my own. I'm glad you
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my third year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Nice to meet you.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Until next time.
Of course, you can.
Tak sa s vami ručím, zanechajte odber, like, koment. Pa.